ending Heavy Rain. What my voice sound like? It. All right. We're most likely gonna finish Heavy Rain this playthrough. Um, I think there's like 4 more chapters or 3 more. There should be 4 more, I think, because there's this one. The Norman finding out who the killer. Well, technically 5, because I'm with Shelby. That you find out he's the killer. But nah, that doesn't really count. It's just a scene. So it's this one. Norman finding out who the killer is. Ethan doing the last trial. Everyone, Madison finding out Scott Shelby is the killer, and everyone basically meeting up at the warehouse.
John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room. Please sign the visitor's book.
I think it's the
Are you a
Max
member of the
organ.
family?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
Alzheimer's.
Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time.
I'll make sure I'm streaming, cause one of my things literally just one stream that was like half the game did not like what's it called? Like it didn't record, I guess. So it's like on the thing, but it's just like the thumbnail. It's like okay, there, yeah, just gotta make sure. I think this is 19. That's 20. Nice over here.
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
Introduce yourself.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
She doesn't remember. That's gotta be crazy.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Foster family?
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
Son
I
guilty.
think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Are you timed here? I think so. Oh. Oh my. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. The crane. The hummingbird. It's a blue one, I know that. The dog. The frog. Dog. Oh my. That shouldn't even be illegal. I don't think it matters.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
It's not the crane. I think it's the dog. I mean, who doesn't like dogs, you know? Oh. Alright.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
This woman might be the origami killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember.
Let me go get her the flowers.
Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember.
She didn't want the flowers, so.
It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then. Alright, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Actually, I don't think you're timed. I think you can be here as long as you want. You just... No, I think you are timed, right? I don't know.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Here we go.
I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
It's crazy how they don't tell you. Well, not right there, but. Yeah, this is the final trial.
The last origami figure. The last trial. The last origami figure.
Just says the same
The
thing.
last trial.
Where is this place? Like.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this vial. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the vial or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. The cameras. He must be watching me. Kill myself to save Sean? That's ridiculous. I'll find some other way. I'm sure I can save him. He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean. Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do.
It is. Alright, time to chug this. Here we go.
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
No, if you don't drink it, you can still find Sean if you completed the other trials, because you have to
what I had
guess.
to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
Ethan Mars, bro, best dad. Alright, or like I was saying, yeah, so you have to guess the address, and there's like 4 locations you can guess, and one of them is that one. But if you guess the other ones wrong, then you're kind of screwed.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what.
And you know what? It can be dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, you could die. I think
It'll end up killing you if you're not careful.
it's you only die if you're in
That
it
would
for
be
too
most
long.
unfortunate.
Like at least like 10 minutes.
Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home. Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
Yeah, if you don't get the receipt, you can't find it.
The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop. Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Pause. Dang. It's right there.
Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere. The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop. Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars. A cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Oh no, Madison still has to find out where the dock is. She's about to. After this.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Laura. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
Let's go show me the Riz God. Too bad. Something's gonna happen. I mean, honestly, I've been saying it like a lot. I just think it's a good plot twist. I mean, yeah, it does leave a lot of plot holes in it. Like, especially at the antique place. But I mean, it's not that bad of a plot twist. It's probably like one of my favorite plot twists.
Hurry! I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be right back.
You need to go tell Dad.
Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long. Dad, I've gotta get Dad. He's the only one who can save John. Gotta move. Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown. John's gonna drown.
Dad, Dad, come on, help.
Dad, it's John. He found your bus. He's
Get out of
coming.
here, you little pest. Leave me
You
alone.
gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna
Well,
die.
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed. won't it?
Damn.
Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What
die,
did I
Dad.
tell ya?
Ow.
Crap.
Please, Dad. You've got to save John. I tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about my Scotty.
Ah, I got goosebumps. That's crazy, man. Like, it's definitely like this game is just depressing. I'm not gonna talk at all during this scene. It's just good. Man, that scene is just, it gives me goosebumps just cause how good it is. Like nothing, I don't know. That's like just one of my, it's definitely like in my top 10, like my top 10 like plot twist. It's just really good.
The killer might be here. I better be careful.
Be like Rebecca from Dead Rising 2. Yeah, because she's like a journalist. I think you can do that with the touchpad. Oh. Come on. No, like the tilt is so weird. It's not bad, but it's just it's annoying sometimes. Because sometimes like you'll do it fully, but it doesn't like. You see, I literally have it fully tilted like that. There we go.
What's your touch, girl?
It's just weird. It's like you have to have it in a certain way for it to like fully like get it. It's weird. It's really weird.
Origami killer's apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Shaun Mars is. Gotta be fast. He could come back anytime. I'll go through it room by room, but there's bound to be some kind of clue. He used to be a cop. Probably knew exactly how an investigation would be carried out. Hey, wait a minute. There seems to be a room missing. Just behind that big wardrobe in the office.
In the office?
Not a thing. I can't find a thing. What if Anne gave me the wrong name? A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
Yep, that's the one. Hurry up before he shows up.
Shelby could come back at any moment. Shaun Mars. The lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain, slowly drowning him.
Shit, it needs a password.
Orchid. John. Max.
Got it. Yeah. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child.
What the hell is that?
It's always the name. That's my name, by the way.
It's gotta be where Shaun Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose.
Yeah, Madison can die here.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott.
All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up!
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Get in there.
Oh, I thought I was tapping. Alright, I gotta be careful. I always get caught on fire for some reason. Yeah, I always have to change the camera because for some reason I be walking accidentally into the fire and I'm not trying to get killed. Well, you don't die. I think you have to walk into the fire like 3 exact times before it actually kills you. I'd be panicking if I was in this situation. Come on, we gotta Indiana Jones this.
I know where Sean Mars is. I've got to call that FBI guy, Jaden. He's the only one I can trust. He'll be able to save him.
Jaden.
My name is Madison Page. You don't know me. I'm a journalist. We don't have much time, so listen carefully. Ethan Mars is innocent. The killer's name is Scott Shelby. Sean Mars is at 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road. You got all that?
Wait, I know this already. I'm on my way to the warehouse. I gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, you can give Ethan and Norman a second chance to find Sean if, like, you know. Like, if Ethan messes up on the trials and, you know, guesses wrong, you can call him, like, hey, Sean is there. And then if Norman didn't find out because he had to give up, then, yeah. There's nothing in the game.
Sean! 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 Sean!
I've been looking for a long, long time, Ethan. Looking for a father that would be able to do
What mine couldn't.
what mine could not do. Sacrifice himself in order to save his son. Oh, I searched. And then I remembered you.
All those murders, just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me, I've suffered just as much as my victims.
I finished your damn trials. Now give me back my son!
He's there. All you have to do is open that grave.
Norman, the goat! Come on, open! Gonna pop shove it right there. Yeah. Get out of here. Come on, Sean. Come on, come on, come on. Norman, get in this rematch, get in this rematch. Come on, get off me. Oh!
likely to be armed and dangerous. All personnel are ordered to shoot to kill. I repeat, shoot to kill. Ash, are the snipers in position?
Yes, Lieutenant. They're ready on your command.
Perfect. He won't get away this time. We'll gun him down as soon as he shows his face. Hey! You there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami
Ash,
killer.
what is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Now get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Eat that, kid. Oh, wait, please. Oh my god, get him off! You're not gonna kill me. Yeah, eat that, bud. Yeah, you gotta go for the kneecaps. This guy's big. Oh.
Don't have me, son, please. Breathe. Gotta breathe.
Come on, Sean. Wake up.
Don't leave me. Sean, don't leave me. Sean. Oh. I thought you were gone.
Dad, I knew you'd come and save me.
Sean, listen. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that whatever happens,
I love you.
I love you more than anything in the world. I'm not dead. I took the poison an hour ago, and I'm not dead.
Ash, get her out of my face.
Mars didn't do it, for Christ's sakes. He's innocent. Yeah!
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh.
What do we do? Attention all personnel, hold your fire. I repeat, hold your fire.
What's going on?
The cops. They're out there. They have the building surrounded. They'll shoot you if you go outside.
I'll go out alone. I'll talk to them. I'll explain.
You'll be dead before you can open your mouth. Look, we'll all go out together, with our hands in the air, and they can't possibly shoot us. I have the evidence that proves your innocence, Ethan.
Listen, I'm sorry I didn't trust you. I was only thinking about Sean, and I thought...
That's okay. The only thing that matters is that you saved your son.
Oh crap.
Save me. Please, save me.
Get him off! Nah, you gotta take me with you, bud. There you go. Yeah, so it's just endings, so I'm trying to mute myself.
This morning, when the police announced that they had found Shaun Mars alive more than 4 days after his disappearance. Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline today: it is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
Hey, Dad! I think I found my room!
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect, Ethan. We'll be able to forget what happened. We'll lead a normal life. And one day, it'll all just seem like a bad dream. We've earned the right to be happy now, Ethan. All three of us.
Our guest today is on the cover of Today's World magazine this week and has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings by the man known as the Origami Killer and saved the life of young Shaun Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden.
You killed my son, Scott. Were you thinking about that when you held me in your arms? I don't know why you did all this. Nothing can justify it anyway. I feel nothing but contempt for you. Nothing but contempt.
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
So yeah, that's Heavy Rain. Like, on a scale of how I like it, it's an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's definitely not like, it's not a game for everyone. It's not like an action game where you're over here doing like, you know, and stuff. It's just, I mean, it's just like a movie, really. But you know, you're just doing the choices and the quick time event, which I personally like in some games, you know. But Detroit Become Human, I might do a playthrough Detroit Become Human. Probably in like a few weeks. Just not anytime soon. I mean, I like Heavy Rain. It's just great. About the endings, we got Ethan and what's it called? Ethan and Madison, we got the best ending for them. Shelby doesn't really. I guess that's the best ending for him. I mean, like, if you want an ending where Shelby lives, then you just have to have everyone die. You have to have Ethan die, Madison die, Lauren die, Norman die. Because then he gets away. Because if Lauren doesn't die, Lauren kills him. So, you need Lauren to die. much of. I don't know why. But Norman, he doesn't really have any good endings. I mean, there's one good ending. Like, that ending's technically considered his best ending. No, it's not considered his best ending. His best ending is the one I'm about to say, but that ending is a good ending. It's not a bad ending. Because the other two endings are either he dies through, like, at any point in the story, and, you know, he kind of just, like, I don't know how to explain it, but Blake takes his glasses and he's in there. His other way he dies is if you take the Tripto, the drug. Like, I think if you take it 2 times throughout the game, he dies in the ending, he overdoses. But the ending that everyone says is his best ending, which I agree, is basically he can't find the origami killer, and at the end of the game, he basically quits. He quits the FBI. He says, like, oh, these things are messing me up, and I can't go on like that, you know? So he's like, I'm gonna find a new life. Find a new job. So it's definitely his better ending, which I agree too. I mean, if you just want an ending where he basically finds the origami killer, stays in the FBI, and he's still alive, then the ending we just got is good for him. I think the only like bad thing about it is he just starts to hallucinate because the glass is the Ari. I mean, yeah, that's it. That's Heavy Rain. Like, it's definitely in my top 20 PlayStation games. I mean, like, I like a lot of games. I think, like, if I had to do a top 5 list, this game's not there, unfortunately. It's definitely, like, in my top 15, top 20, you know? It's definitely there. It's really good. But, like, my top 5 is Uncharted 3. That's my number 1. God of War 3. Spider-Man. Well, there's a lot of Spider-Man games. Spider-Man Edge of Time. It's probably my... No, it's either that or Web of Shadows. I like Spider-Man PS4, but I think it's just Edge of Time, and Web of Shadows holds a special place to me. But if I had to pick one, I'd say Edge of Time. Web of Shadows is really good, don't get me wrong. But Edge of Time is just great. And then my 4th favorite game would probably be Uncharted 2, and my 5th would probably be like... probably Resident Evil 4. I mean, I like a lot of games. I'm not gonna do that. Like, oh yeah, that's my only 5 games I play. I like a lot of games. I like Call of Duty. I love Heavy Rain. I love Spider-Man games. I like a lot of games, to be honest. Heavy Rain's definitely a great game. If you're into these type of games, like if you're into story-based games and like multiple endings and stuff, I say give it a try. I think you'd like it. It's definitely not the best, you know. It's definitely not. There's a lot of the voice acting is a bit iffy sometimes. Like, it's not the greatest. Like, compared to Detroit Become Human, yeah, Detroit Become Human, like the performances are way better than here. We gotta know, this game came out like 2011, 2010. So, you know, it wasn't really like, you know, not a lot of games were really professionally done. You know, like the only games that kind of had like a professional like acting was like games from Naughty Dog or Rockstar and stuff. But now, because games have become more mainstream and gotten a lot more media, a lot of games, you know, they've gotten a lot of more budgets. They got motion capture now. They, like, some games got some good performances, like Callisto Protocol. I know not a lot of people like that game. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I mean, I only played through it like I think 3 times. It's definitely, like I said, it's not the best horror game, but it's definitely not as bad as you make it out to be. So I liked it. Yeah, Callisto Protocol has some good acting. Definitely some good acting from like scenes, like from, you know, time to time. It was a lot of good stuff in it. I mean, there's a lot of good games nowadays. I'm waiting for Spider-Man 2 to come out. I'm just excited for that. And if they do give the option to switch between Peter and Miles, I'm only playing as Peter Parker. I'm sorry to say. Unless there's some issues you have to play with Miles. But that's fine. But I just love Peter Parker. he's just my, like, to me, he's my Spider-Man. Like, if I had to be honest, like, I had to do this, it'd be Peter Parker, Miguel O'Hara, 29 Spider-Man. The only reason I like Miguel O'Hara a lot is because of Edge of Time. Edge of Time just made him a really good character, especially Shared Dimensions, Spider-Man Noir, and then it'd be Miles Morales and all those Spider-Man. The reason I don't have Ben and Ben stuff like in the top 3 is because I don't really know much about them. I know it's a clone Peter, you know, but I don't really know the story that well. So I don't know him that well. Like, I know Miguel O'Hara pretty well. I know Peter really well. Miles is just, man. Like, I don't hate Miles. He's definitely a good Spider-Man. Why am I talking about Spider-Man? Just finished it right. But yeah, when Spider-Man 2 comes out, I'm definitely play it. I'll probably stream it. I'll do a playthrough of it. I mean, yeah, it was Heavy Rain. It was fun playing through it again. I think this was like my fifth playthrough again. It was either my 5th or 4th. Yeah, it's probably my 4th because I think I played through it the first time by myself when it went free for PS Plus, and then I played through it the second time just for fun. Then I played through it a third time with my mom because she wanted to watch the story. She really liked it, so you know. And then what's it called? Yeah, so this is my 4th playthrough then. It's just a great game. It's just a good story in my opinion. How many chapters? Like, yeah, I won't lie. If anyone watches this, I'm sorry about like the stream thing. I streamed like, I think I got all this. I streamed here, right? Because this was gonna be my part 2. So I streamed the Suicide Baby, the Bear, the First Encounter, Cover Market. I streamed like all this stuff here, right? But for some reason, it didn't get any of it. Like, it didn't, like, you know. I think I got all the way to the Lizard. No, I did all this stuff. And it didn't save the stream. So, like, I don't know why that happened. So, I think, like, my part 2 video is from here. When it's the flashback with Scott and then Sexy Girl and Fish Tank. And, you know, all this stuff. I don't know. I wish that didn't happen. I'm sorry. I wanted to get the full game, like, in chronological order, but the second stream just was like, yeah, no thanks. So I had to do the stream, my Heavy Rain playthrough 2 again, which is just from, like, from this chapter basically, mostly all this chapter. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not professional. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not really trying to be a YouTuber. I'm just doing this for fun, to be honest. So yeah, I'll most likely do Detroit Become Human. Just not, probably like around May, like May 26th, like when school's over for me, because I can just focus on that. And then I'll just do Detroit because I won't do anything this summer break besides probably trying to get a job. But yeah, this is it. It was a fun game. It was fun playing through it. I'm gonna stop here. So this is it. So yeah, thanks for watching.